Happy April Fool's Day. Don't we wish all this past year had been a bad joke? Really, goodness. But here's no joke. 2 Peter chapter 2, verses 4 through 9. For if God did not spare angels when they sinned, but cast them into hell and committed them to pits of darkness reserved for judgment, and if he did not spare the ancient world, but preserved Noah, a preacher of righteousness, with 7 others, when he brought a flood upon the world of the ungodly, and if he condemned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to destruction by reducing them to ashes, having made them an example to those who would live ungodly lives thereafter, and if he rescued righteous Lot, oppressed by the sensual conduct of unprincipled men, for by what he saw and heard, that righteous man, while living among them, felt his righteous soul tormented day after day by their lawless deeds. Then the Lord knows how to rescue the godly from temptation, and to keep the unrighteous under punishment for the day of judgment. Whew, this is a tough passage, and scholars have grappled with it ever since before the ink was dry on the parchment. I want to just bring out 2 points for your consideration this morning. First, note that Peter believes in a real, literal Noah and a worldwide flood. If the flood account is just a myth, then Peter has got no point to make by using this passage. Peter also believes in the historicity of Sodom and Gomorrah and Lot. He believes in angels, among them many who rebelled, and he believes in a real hell and a day of judgment. Skip over, if you have your Bible, to verse 15 and 16. Forsaking the right way, they have gone astray, having followed the way of Balaam, the son of Beor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. But he received the rebuke for his own transgression, for a mute donkey, speaking with the voice of a man, restrained the madness of the prophet. And see here that Peter also believes in the account of Balaam and his talking donkey. Again, if it was just a folk tale, then the lesson and the warnings carry no weight. And maybe that's why liberal scholars reject Peter's authorship of these letters, because he believes that these things really happened. And so do I, by the way. And if you want to look ahead, you'll see that Jude also believes in these events. His letter sounds a whole lot like this letter. Jesus also mentions a real, literal Noah, and Sodom and Gomorrah, and a real judgment, and a real hell. That's good enough for me. The second point I want to bring out is tucked away in verse 9. Then the Lord knows how to rescue the godly from temptation or trials, and to keep the unrighteous under punishment for the day of judgment. Yes, we are living in mean, wicked, scary, unkind times, much like the days of Noah and Sodom and Gomorrah. Who can deny it? But there is a day of reckoning, either in this life or in the next. And the Lord knows how to either keep you from trial and temptation or to see you through them. Let us keep trusting Him through these uncertain times. God bless your day.